So check it out, right? You hear all this talk, like new trendy talk about, living your best life. And I laugh because it's like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people drop certain things because it's one of those things that becomes like a hashtag. And I don't think they really understand what it means. Like, I don't know, like living your best life can mean a bunch of things to a bunch of different people. But I really feel like I'm still living my best life when I think about it. Like, I think about my childhood, right? And traumatic things happened in it, but I wasn't traumatized by anything in it. Does that make sense? Like, things that could traumatize somebody else did occur, but they didn't traumatize me. And I was having this discussion today with one of my clients, and I was like, yeah, like I just really don't feel like, I feel like I'm continuing to live my best life since I was like 10, if not younger. Because of the things that I've experienced, I didn't allow them to define me or break me down or cause me to wear a weight. What does living your best life mean to you? I'm gonna tell you what it shouldn't mean. Living your best life shouldn't be defined by good things or bad things. And I'll tell you why. Good things and bad things are both fleeting. Those things are not here to stay. So when you are enjoying something, please believe, enjoy it to the fullest. Don't be pessimistic about it and be like, oh, these good times can't last. But know in the back of your head that they can. So in doing so, when the bad times do come, and they will, because everybody's life has them, you've already braced yourself for it. Now, why not define it by the bad things? Because if you define your life by negative experiences, you'll never live life. You'll run around trying to avoid living life so that you avoid feeling pain. And that's not what it's about. Living your best life is taking those moments that occur in your life and learning from all of them. Gathering up all that information that you gained from when things were good to when things were horrible. You gather intel and you pass it on. You help somebody else live their best life by giving them a heads up like, yo, sometimes things might turn left, but guess what? When they do, don't worry about it because you're already prepared. And that's another thing too. Like, living your best life is preparing for anything to happen. Not even being ready for it, just preparing, just bracing yourself. Like, it's like living your best life is like always wearing your seatbelt and a helmet. You may not need to know when the impact is coming, but just understand that when the impact comes, you're ready and you're not destroyed by it. You're not too elated by it. See, I like to preach emotional evenness to people. That takes emotional intelligence. And a lot of times people just don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with the ups and downs of life. Because when the ups come, they get too happy. They celebrate too hard. They forget to prepare for the winter. You know what I mean, so to speak. And that's just something I had to stop and think about that. Are you prepared for the winter and living your best life? And somebody asked me, how do you teach that to somebody who doesn't know that? I couldn't answer that question. Because you can't really teach it. Life has to condition you to it. Like, she was like, how do people, because she kept asking me these questions. She was like, how do people have that posture that you have? And I said, it's the desire to not have anything feel like it has control over your happiness. And I feel like a lot of times people let too much have control over their happiness. They allow too much to have control over their happiness. They allow too much to have control over their sadness. Elements should not control you. What's going on the inside should. So are you living your best life in here? Wayne Stephen with Next Level Lifestyle. Yes, sir.